Hello, my name is Floor Galaxy, but you can call me Floor. Today, we're going to be taking a look at my Samsung phone collection as of November 2023. And if you couldn't tell, I have slightly changed the definitions for smartphone and basic phone. So obviously the biggest change there is no more semi-smartphone category. One, because it's confusing, and two, because I uh, because the rules were very arbitrary and it would create an extra category to store, so I have less space to film. So yeah, now we've just added everything that runs Android or iOS or Windows Mobile or Bada OS into the smartphone category, and anything that doesn't is in the basic phone category. Of course, Bada OS is among plenty of obscure software choices for smartphones, which is why I count those as smartphones as well, because they were supposed to be. So we have this one and this one that are now included in the smartphone category, even though they previously wouldn't have been. With all that said, let's get started. So the first basic phone on our list is the Samsung SGH E250V. It is locked to Vodafone. It works perfectly fine. Next is the Samsung SGH E820. It works for the most part. It is locked to TIM, which is an Italian carrier. However, this thing does have an issue with the display, where the display will show a slightly off image. It is slightly glitchy, but other than that, it does work. Next up, we have the Samsung SGH F250. This also works, but unfortunately this has a white display, which literally means that there's nothing that you can see on the screen. Next is the Samsung GTE 2200. This fully works. And finally, for the basic phones, the Samsung SGH C100, still untested. Okay, next we have the smartphones. Holy crap, there's a lot. I did not expect them to be that much. First, we have a Samsung Galaxy Young. This is running under 4.1.2. This works for the most part, but the top part of the touchscreen is broken. Next up, we have the Samsung Wave Y Young. This works fine. Unfortunately, this is passcode locked. And because it's running Bada, I have no way to unlock it. Galaxy Geo, running Android 2, but unfortunately it has a broken LCD. Galaxy Ace fully works, running Android 2.3.6. Samsung Omnia, still untested. Although the battery is dead, so that's sad. Samsung Galaxy Ace Style. Works except for the Google Play Store, running Android 4.4.2. And by the way, unknown amount of storage. I believe this is a 2 gig and this is the 4 gig. Okay. Next we have two Galaxy S3 minis. They both work completely fine. One of them does have shattered display, but they both do work. They're both running under 4.1.2. They both have 8 gigs of storage. Next up, the Galaxy Trend. Unfortunately, this does not work at all. Galaxy S Duos works, but it's Google locked. Galaxy S Duos 2 fully works, This is running Android 4.0.4. This is running Android 4.2.2. They're both 4GB models. Samsung Galaxy S Plus. The charger has died. Sorry, the charging port has died. Oops. Anyway, so yeah, the charging port is dead on this one now. So now I can't power it on to show you that it works. That's sad. It's running Android 2.2.5. It has 2GB of storage. Next is a Samsung Omnia 7, fully works, running Windows Mobile 7.8. Unknown amount of storage. Next up we have 3 Galaxy J1s. This one doesn't work. This white one works, it's unlocked. It is running under 4.4.4 and it has 8 gigs of storage. This one's locked to T-Mobile and it has the same features. Also, the Galaxy style is locked to Vodafone. Galaxy S3 works for the most part, but it doesn't have a battery and the Wi-Fi is defective. Galaxy S4 works, but it doesn't have a battery and the OLED is broken. Another Galaxy S4. This one is also with a broken OLED. This is running Android 5.1.1 and it has 16GB of storage. Okay, there we go. Next is a fully working Galaxy S4. This is the black edition. This one has 16GB of storage as well, but it runs Android 4.0.1 instead. That was a jump scare. These are both one hell of a jump scare. Yeah. Probably shouldn't have recorded this early. But that's my fault. Anyway, Galaxy G2, this one does not work. Everything in it is dead. And probably the display too. But that's my fault. But the board is not my fault for breaking. Next we have 2 Galaxy J5s and I put them in the wrong position. Whoops. Anyway. They're both running under 6.1.1. They both have 8GB of storage. And they both fully work. But this one is shattered. And it is not running that stably. It does have a 16GB microSD card though. But I'm not sure if it makes up for the instability. Okay, next we have the Samsung Galaxy J3 2017. I think you already know this one. This one is completely totaled on the screen, but everything else fully works, yes, including the display. So I can fully use it somehow. Don't know how. Oh, there we go. Now we have 2 Galaxy 5s, but they're actually different in some ways. So this one is running under 7.0, so it's running much faster, and it has a completely mint back and front. The front does have a screen protector, so that's the thing that's cracked. It's cracked, okay. Next we have a cracked Galaxy 5 2016. This one's running under 7.1.1, and this one is very, very laggy. Next up we have a Galaxy A20e. It is, its battery's dead right now, and also this is a broken LCD. Next up is a Galaxy J6. This fully works, despite also being stupidly shattered. Sorry, it took me a little while. Anyway, I'm back. This is a... Why am I even trying to boot this up? You all know this doesn't work. This is the Galaxy Note 2. It is a shattered display, but it did have a working board inside, which I did then put into this Note 2. This Note 2 fully works now as a result. This Note 2 is running Android 4.4.2 and it has 16 gigabytes of storage. Okay, this Galaxy J6 is running Android 10 and has 32 gigabytes of storage, and these two A5s have this Galaxy J3 is running Android 7 with 16 gigabytes of storage. This one died. Hopefully this one doesn't die. And this Galaxy A20e has 32 gigs of storage, probably with Android 11 installed. Okay, next is, whoops, we have two Galaxy S7 Edges. This one's running Android 8.1. And this one works for the most part, but it has a burnt-in OLED. Next up is this mint condition Galaxy S7 Edge. This is stored in a box because of how good the condition is, and like it literally is in brand new condition, which is why I keep it in the case. This is running Android 8.0, and it works beautifully without any screen burn-in, which is impressive. Galaxy A50, this does not work. And finally, Galaxy M11, running Android 12 with 32 gigabytes of storage. And for once, that was not a mistake because this is the last Samsung phone from the collection. Let's unlock everything now. Alright, that was it for today's phone collection, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!